normally. Thyroid hormones help your intestinal system properly digest and eliminate food. Thyroid hormones help strengthen your hair, nails, and skin. Thyroid hormones help brain function properly. Thyroid hormones help with proper sexual development and functioning. Thyroid hormones help with normal bone growth. The thyroid produces some T3, but the rest of the T3 needed by the body is actually formed from the mostly inactive T4 by the removal of one iodine molecule, a process sometimes referred to as T4 to T3 conversion, or by the more scientific term, monodiodination. This conversion of T4 to T3 can take place in some organs other than the thyroid, including the hypothalamus, a part of your brain. Now that you have some idea of what the thyroid is and its location and function, let's look in more detail at how it fits into the overall functioning of the body. The thyroid gland, setting the pace. When the thyroid works normally, it produces and secretes the amount of T4 and T3 necessary to keep many bodily functions at their proper pace. However, the thyroid does not do this alone. It works instead as part of a system that also includes the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus. The pituitary gland is another endocrine gland, located at the base of your brain. Here's how the system works. The hypothalamus constantly monitors the pace of many of the body's functions. It also monitors and reacts to a number of other factors, including outside environmental factors such as heat, cold, and stress. If the hypothalamus senses that certain adjustments are needed to react to any of these factors, then it produces thyrotropin-releasing hormone, TRH. TRH is sent from the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland then produces a substance called thyrotropin, which is also known as thyroid-stimulating hormone, TSH. The pituitary gland also monitors the body and can release TSH based on the thyroid hormones in the blood. TSH is sent to the thyroid gland, where it causes production, storage, and release of more T3 and T4. Released thyroid hormones move into the bloodstream, carried by a plasma protein known as thyroxine-binding globulin, TBG. Now, in the bloodstream, the thyroid hormone travels throughout the body, carrying orders to the various bodily organs. Upon arriving at a particular tissue in the body, thyroid hormones interact with receptors located inside the nucleus of the cells. Interaction of the hormone and the receptor will trigger a certain function, giving directions to that tissue regarding the rate at which it should operate. When the hypothalamus senses that the need for increased thyroid hormone production has ended, it reduces production of TRH, the pituitary decreases production of TSH, and production of the thyroid hormone, in turn, decreases. By this system, many of the body's organs keep working at the proper pace. Think of the entire system as somewhat like the thermostat in your house. It's set to maintain a particular temperature, and when it detects that your house has become too hot, it signals to either stop blowing heat or start blowing air conditioning. And similarly, when the house becomes too cold, the heat will kick on or the air conditioning will turn off. Like a thermostat set to a particular temperature, your body is set to maintain a certain level of circulating thyroid hormone function. What is hypothyroidism? When your thyroid starts producing too much thyroid hormone and the balancing system doesn't function properly, then you become hyperthyroid. Your body goes into overdrive and speeds up, causing an increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, and burning more calories more quickly. Conversely, when the thyroid isn't functioning properly, or part or all of the thyroid has been surgically removed, you don't have enough thyroid hormone, and you become hypothyroid. Your body is moving on slow speed, usually with slowed thinking, slowed digestion, slowed heart rate and blood pressure, slower metabolism, lower body temperature, and you burn fewer calories and more slowly in daily living. Dr. Sanford Siegel, an expert on weight loss, believes that the calorie burn is an essential factor in hypothyroidism. In his book, Is Your Thyroid Making You Fat?, Dr. Siegel has said, if the secretion of thyroid hormone isn't sufficient to cause the body to burn calories at a normal rate, it is hypothyroidism. If a normal amount of thyroid hormone is secreted but it doesn't achieve the calorie-consuming effect